There's many faith stories we hear, people coming back into the faith. Some people read their way back into the faith, but definitely social media has a part to play in that.
Hello and welcome to The Way. I'm Wendy Grace. Well, of course, one thing we are really passionate about here on The Way is trying to communicate our faith through digital platforms, telling the story of our faith through the online world. And the Dominicans here in Ireland are doing great work here in this area as well. And joined with me in the studio just to hear about some of the work that they're doing, I have with me Father Maurice Colgan. So you have lots going on. Maybe let's start off with Treasure Ireland. What's that all about?
Yeah, so one of our priests, Father Connor, who has a great interest in history, is going around Ireland. Over the last 2 years now, he's going around Ireland and taking little stories from different areas. So, for instance, he just finished Kerry, so he's gone around Kerry and taken stories from different counties or different towns and villages that are, loosely connected or sometimes very much connected to Catholicism.
So it's our Christian heritage, our history
Absolutely.
that's so intertwined that can be
Yeah.
forgotten sometimes.
Yeah, I think history is so important to our identity, really, and sometimes we can forget that, especially in this modern era. So Father Connor's platform, Treasure Island, is it's something to do that exactly that, Wendy, to draw people into their heritage and their culture and their identity as Irish people.
How do you connect the digital world, Father, with faith and evangelization? Because even in your everyday,
Mm.
you will have silence,
Yeah,
contemplation, you'll do, silent retreats, that part of your life, which is so important.
yeah.
Where does the digital world come into it all and how do we use it in the right way?
Yeah, well, I suppose Sherry Waddell has this wonderful book, Intentional Discipleship, and in that she talks about the stages of conversion, of the 5 stages. So I suppose the digital media, we're really seeking those on the margins in many ways, especially with Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and that is very much for the people on the margins. And so one of her stages is curiosity, that you have to spark curiosity in people at the same time with a bit of trust as well. So we're hoping that these, like Treasure Island and other items we're putting up, projects we're putting up on social media, that will spark a bit of curiosity in people, and that will draw them in then to go a little bit deeper.
It's also, isn't it, invitational as well, or trying to share an experience maybe you've had with the world. I remember actually being at World Youth Day with the Dominicans in
Yeah.
Madrid many years ago, and it was a real powerful image of all the pilgrims and the Dominicans themselves. Your habit is such a witness, and a great picture that we had with everybody kind of lined up together, and thinking, wow, you want people to know that this stuff is happening. It's a great way of sharing our experience, or as you say, sparking the curiosity.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's very much true, and especially young men maybe flirting with a vocation and they're looking round and then they see, not myself now, but the other men in formation. Living in the formation house with young men. And when they see like solemn professions or simple vows, I'm taking their simple vows, things like that that we put up on social media,
It's
that's
powerful.
very powerful. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
something that they ordinarily wouldn't get to see.
very much so.
You're having two podcasts as well. Tell us about
Yes.
them.
So we're launching 2 podcasts in October. One is called Ards Populi, and Father Chris is doing the interviews there, and that's basically looking at Christians who are involved in art. So we have an artist on there, we have a person who's very much into film, etc. And so it's discussing with them over a series of 5 podcasts their involvement in the world of art, and indeed how we can how that helps us in our faith. The other one's called Pop Open. So Pop Open is more for young people in their 20s, and that's basically hosted by 2 young Catholics, and they interview young Dominicans on various aspects of the faith.
Of their life and their vocation, all that sort of
Absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah.
How important is it for us to be using these platforms, do you think, as part of our, I guess, evangelizing or our faith
Yeah.
story?
Yeah, it's definitely part of it. I mean, Billy Graham famously said after people know Billy Graham, he had these wonderful revivals, Protestant pastor, and hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands he'd speak to Wembley Stadium, etc. And he said at the end of the day, he said nothing beats one-on-one contact. He said if he could do it all again, he would do it one-on-one. So I think that personal contact, we can't beat that. However, with the social media, again, Wendy, you make a very valid point there. It gives people an insight into the world of faith.
Or it can
To
be a springboard into maybe the next time a person walks past the door of a church that they might go into the church.
absolutely.
It can be the starting of kind of planting seeds, do you think?
100%.
Yeah.
A lot of people there's many faith stories we hear, people coming back into the faith. Some people read their way back into the faith, but definitely social media has a part to play in that.
So you're bringing all of this together onto your website. Is it
Yeah.
going to be a new launch, or how's it all going to work?
Yeah, so we're hoping on the Master of the Order. So the successor of St. Dominic is coming to visit us in October, and he starts off with Mass in Knock on October the 12th. So we're going to launch our new platform, our new website on that day. And part of that new platform is we're trying to help the family. That's one thing we see in Ireland at the moment, a need. We're trying to meet a need, and looking at formation of the family. So we're take 8 different topics at the moment. So the Mass, the sacraments, etc. And so we have a video for parents or adults, and then we have the same topic, but we have a video for teens. So we get different people to do the video for teens, and then we have cartoons for the children. So it's every topic that the whole family can actually be formed by through this platform. So.
And it's accessible to everybody, as you say, the different
Free of charge.
generations. Yeah.
No need to, when you come on the website, it'll be free of charge, and no need to leave your email or anything like that. Everybody will have access to it.
And isn't it great to have that, just in the context of the conversation we're having, that someone who has seen a picture or video, they're curious, that they can be directed somewhere and go, okay, I want to learn more, I want to know more, and that there's a resource then available for them to be able to do that.
Well, that's with Instagram and that's what we try to do. Instagram gives them a little taster, a little teaser, and then we give the link to go in a bit deeper.
Well, it's fantastic, the work that you are doing here in Ireland, and thanks so much for just giving us a
Thanks,
little
Mandy.
insight. We're looking forward to October, to everything being up and running. Thanks so much for being with us on The Way today, and all of those resources are going to be available in October on the Dominicans website, dominicans.ie.